My name is Allyson Stevenson. I am an associate professor in the Department of Indigenous Studies at the University of Saskatchewan. For Archives Week 2026, I want to acknowledge the role of archives in the work that I do as a Métis historian and Gabriel Dumont Research Chair in Métis Studies, as well as the partnerships that I have with First Nations and Métis communities and the SCAA to support the revitalization of First Nations and Métis histories and cultures in Saskatchewan. As an historian, my work relies on access to archival materials, primary documents preserved, cataloged, and made accessible through the work of archivists. As archival research can be seen as a form of specialized knowledge, and archives as spaces that are not easily navigated, I hope to support increased knowledge around archives for students, community members, and others with an interest in history. My work with Métis Local 43, Kiniston Weldon, and the Quidditch Museum Committee in Cumberland House aims to support archival research skills and develop partnerships with organizations like the SCAA and archives to bring histories home. First Nations and Métis peoples have deep and long-standing connections to the materials that were gathered about them, their ancestors, and their lands that can be found in archives. Records such as those kept by the Hudson's Bay Company record several hundred years of relations between fur traders and First Nations and Métis peoples, as well as the lands that we now call Canada and Saskatchewan. As we celebrate Archives Week 2026, I'm reminded about the important work that archives and archivists are undertaking in reconciliation and building relationships with First Nations and Métis communities to enable the repatriation of our histories back to communities, supporting the skills, knowledge, and spaces to enable Indigenous peoples to access their own information in ways that support their goals for self-determination.